What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Flavor in Your Ear. My name is Dylan Golden. I am your host. You may know me from my music. You may know me from my food. Today, we're going to be making tagliatelle from scratch, handmade pasta, one of my favorite things to do. And we're going to be making a Sundays bolognese. I have all the ingredients here, so let's get started. First and foremost, you're going to need 500 grams of semolina flour. You're going to need about 5 cloves of garlic, half an onion, 1 celery, and 1 carrot. You will need 6 whole eggs. Don't forget, you'll need a tablespoon of tomato paste, about 2 tablespoons of Calabrian chilies. You're gonna wanna use 2 pounds of veal, pork, and beef. If you only have beef, that's totally fine. And if you're vegan, you can always use impossible meat. We also have San Marzano tomatoes, which come whole, and you'll want to crush those. To finish, you'll need some finely chopped chives, fresh Parmigiano Reggiano, or Grana Padano works totally fine as well, butter, and sea salt. First thing you're going to want to do is have your flour. This is 500 grams of semolina flour. You're going to take your hand like a little beak, and you're going to create a little well for your flour. This is to keep the egg from coming outside while you're doing your mix. So you want to just take your fingers, go around it. And make sure you create a nice even well, because you don't want any of the eggs to come out. So we have 6 eggs. Be careful when you're doing this. You're going to crack your eggs right into the center. The last thing you want to do is to have egg spill all over your house, especially. It would be a disaster. It would be unpleasant. It would be no fun. So I've got 6 eggs that we're going to be working with. Perfect. So the first thing we're going to want to do is start beating our eggs. Actually, first thing you'd want to do is add a little bit of salt. So we're going to add a little bit of salt. We want our flour to taste nice. We want to add a little bit of salt, and we're going to add a little bit of olive, like a pinch of olive oil, just to give it some nice flavor. From there, we're just going to start scrambling our eggs. You can start slow. You don't have to go fast. I love making pasta. It's one of those things that really calms my nerves down, especially during this pandemic, especially while we're in quarantine. Kind of relaxes my thoughts. Just moved to Jersey City from Brooklyn. Was there for 6 years in Brooklyn, and what's happening there right now is really upsetting. So these are one of the things that I like to do to kind of calm those nerves down. Aside from making music, it's just creating food with my hands. So once we have this, we've scrambled our eggs, we're going to start incorporating our flour. So we want to do it a little bit at a time.
Rap games, have to vote that Catholic school, cause they expect me to blow with a flow like this. They don't know where to go, I be killing every show, I be dapper damn from head to toe. Focused on this lonely road for show, from Biscayne Boulevard, all the way to Linden Boulevard. This voice is golden, kill 'em all, kill 'em, watch 'em fall, watch 'em crawl, watch 'em come back for more hand, watch me ball. I'm a motherfucking genius, y'all. I said it, don't ever forget it. I'm writing classics on the edge of my bed. Can't trust no one, especially the fed. She holding it down, I'm massaging her legs. It's comprehensive, so eccentric. You couldn't understand with these macro lenses. It's not pretentious, it's just authentic. This music, never confuse it, never abuse it. GSM is part of the movement. We grooving, we sticking. It's just the beginning, we living right.
Order to try age revive. You feeling right?
It's that shit I ride for. This my clique I die for. I hustle hard, I grind more. I speak the truth, you lie more. I said this that shit I ride for. This my clique I die for. I hustle hard, I grind more. I speak the truth, you lie more. I'm a starving artist, I work the hardest. Fuck being modest. 3 LPs and I'm still uncharted. Feel like waiting on the 3rd quarter. Feed me rappers or feed me beats. I'm Hey Rame when I'm off the leash. Y'all know that I keep the peace. But if you come and step to me, I'ma square up like Triple G. Don't nothing with a train pass. He's so damn good, you would think I was locked up and I came back with a vengeance. Sentenced to life with this music shit. Had to repent this elusiveness. They feel me everywhere like a crucifix, but I'm a Buddhist kid. Shit, and I'm your whole rank get killed. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everything I touch might get sold. Glad you can witness this as my constituents. The sun is blazing. I feel like the fire all-stars at Yankee Stadium. It's life-changing, monumental, I feel amazing. Even though the game is oversaturated, even though the radio will never play this, I be on a higher level, on a different cadence. With 100 million rappers, only one can convey this with significance. Man, my mission is to bring hope to the hopeless, give breath to the voiceless, and in turn shift the focus to what really happens when you're really rapping and you're preconditioned to fight back the system. And I pray you listen. This that shit I rap for, this my clique I die for. I hustle hard, I grind more, I speak the truth, you lie more. I said this that shit I rap for, this my clique I die for. I hustle hard, I grind more, I speak the truth, you lie more. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Dylan Golden. Reppin' that day, counted to the fullest. Where money is a major issue. We just getting started.
Once you finish cutting your sofrito, also known as the Holy Trinity, you're going to want to slice your garlic nice and thin. Then you're going to want to get your pan nice and hot. Make sure to coat it with olive oil. Add your sofrito. Don't forget to salt it. Then you're going to want to add your tomato paste. Cook that out for about a couple minutes. After that, you want to add your Calabrian chilies. Cook that for another few minutes. And then once that's getting nice and sweaty, you're going to add your meat. Remember, vegans, if you're vegan, you can always use impossible meat. But right now we have beef, pork, and veal. We're going to cook that until it gets a nice color on it. About 8 minutes. Till it's nice and golden brown, just like me. Looking nice, very nice. Remember, don't forget to salt things. Nice juicy tomatoes, you're gonna add those to the mix. You can crush them with your hands, don't be scared. Oh yeah, there's the impossible meat. So you're gonna wanna add your juicy tomatoes, San Marzano, crush them up with your hands. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be nice and rustic. We're gonna do the same thing for our impossible meat. Same scenario. Crush the tomatoes. And then from here, you're gonna wanna add some tomato juice and let that simmer for a few minutes. Once that's simmering, you can add the secret ingredient, wine. Typically I use red wine, but for this scenario we're using white because that's all we have during this pandemic. We got our food going. We've got our food going. Bolognese. Don't forget to salt your water. Pasta water should taste like, kind of like the ocean. I know the ocean is a scary thing for you guys, for most of you. But you want your water to taste like that because you want your pasta to be flavorful, right? Of course you do. Anyways, we've got our sauce going. It's got about another 20 minutes. The vegan one's looking pretty good too. So I thought maybe it would be nice of me to share some raps with you. Like I said, my name is Dylan Golden, and you can find my music on Spotify, on iTunes, on Tidal, on Amazon, and on the YouTube, of course. Also, if you're watching this on IGTV, most of my music is there as well. What other rapper you know? Running a damn restaurant, tastes exquisite, the upper echelon. Leaving all my skeptics gone. They gon' have to play the song a couple of times to get the gist of it. I can't believe what I did, I've been legit for a decade. This for all my essays, this for all my island folks. This survive from coast to coast. Gentrifiers do the most, try to make it comfortable, but do the opposite. They make you wanna smoke a split. They talk about your flow so lit. Dead in the middle of Little Italy, fiddling with the dream that my grandmother gave to me. Yo soy boricua, but you already know it. Feeling like Pedro Petri, life of a poet, introspective, young lord resurrected. Dressing eclectic, flexing like Walter Mercado. Más feliz like it's tu cumpleaños. Comenzó en abajo, now they recognize it's free champagne appetizers. Now back to your regularly scheduled program of flavor in your ear. Hence, the flavor that's in your ear. We got our pasta going. We just did our freestyle. A little rap. Perfecto. So now, we're gonna roll this dough. It's nice and beautiful. It's been resting for about 40 minutes. So yeah, just wanna add a little bit of flour to it. And we're using, what is this called? A rolling pin. We're using a rolling pin, okay? So we're just gonna go north to south, turn it around, north to south, turn it around, north to south, turn it around, north to south. We're just gonna keep doing that. So now we're gonna roll out our dough. We're gonna make sure that we're going left to right, east to west. We're just gonna keep going that. Left to right, up and down, left to right, up and down. And we're gonna create a giant circle. That's what we're going for. And we're gonna lightly flour just so we don't stick to the bottom. And just keep doing that for about 6 minutes, 7 minutes, depending on how fast you can go. From there, you're gonna wanna extend it past the table just so you can kind of reach an even larger circumference. Circumference. Then you're gonna wanna fold your pasta, cut it in half so it's nice and equal. And then from there, you fold it again. Fold it over twice, nice and perfect. And then from there, we're gonna start slicing our tagliatelle. You can use a knife. Make sure your pieces are nice and even. You don't want awkward tagliatelle kind of joining the mix. Same thing. After you cut all your pieces, you're gonna wanna flour it again and kind of just throw it up in the air like you just don't care. Alright, now once that's done, we're gonna get back to cooking. Alright, so right now it's 7 o'clock. If you can hear, people are cheering, our essential workers. So we just made sure that we went to go and clap for them because they're putting their life on the line for us. So we're just gonna finish our pasta right now. So we have everything in there, our garlic, our meat, our tomatoes, everything. It's nice, beautiful, delicious. And we're gonna take that and we're gonna just put it in this pan. We're gonna start building our sauce. Use about 3 of those, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Take a little bit of this tomato juice. Okay.
Sonido Latino.
Add a little bit of herbs to that.
Throw your hands in the sky if you feeling Latin proud. Throw your
butter.
hands in the sky if you feeling Latin proud. Throw your hands in the sky if you feeling Latin proud. This a vibe, rep your tribe, rep your city. You know we gonna thrive with a knife or a machete. This flow has been deadly. I've been ready. I've been steady.
Our water is taking a long ass time to come up to a boil. You want to be patient and you want to make sure that it comes to a boil. Because if your water is not at a boil, your pasta is going to be not so nice. That looks delicious.
I'm just working for the check.
and drop our pasta into our pot.
It's
gonna cook for about 1 minute. It's fresh pasta, so it doesn't take that long. And then once that's finished, we're gonna toss it with our sauce, plate it, shake Ghana on it.
Escaping poverty just to come here and be slaughtered. Leaving behind our sons and our
do a
daughters.
dance break?
Picking fields just to pay the bills. Washing dishes like we repenting our sins.
Pasta,
Inferiority
pasta,
complex with
twirl
the darkness of our
it, flip
skins.
it, twirl
The
it.
darkness of our skin. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about no deal. I'm just keeping it real. Spread my voice to the people and hoping that they can heal. Hoping that they can heal. Now I don't give a fuck about no deal. I'm just keeping it real. Spread my voice to the people and hoping that they can heal. Hoping that they can heal. Yeah. Yo, this song for Puerto Rico. Se fuete María, mató a Milly, pero perseveraste. Para una a todos al país. Mi pana, mi gente, pa'lante, nosotros soy feliz. For the so-called aliens that's locked in cages, separated from their parents like they skin contagious. We the faces of those immigrants, lost with no innocence, working 100 hours just to divvy our dividends. Amongst our family members who don't got a pot to piss in. Escape corruption home just to meet our politicians. Don't get caught in the wrong jurisdiction, cause if you ain't speaking addiction, then you might end up missing. Yeah, both palms together as I pray on my knees, face full of determination while I'm praying for peace. Now I don't give a fuck about no deal. I'm just keeping it real. I spread my voice to the people and hoping that they can heal. Regardless of race, creed, and color.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Flavor in Your Ear. It's time to get into this dinner. It's time to enjoy our life. And I will see you next time for another episode. Peace and love. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow. And make sure you go check out my single, Goals. Everywhere. iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, wherever you listen to music, it's there. Peace and love. Namaste.